Good evening. I'd like to welcome you to the proceedings of the Grand Rapids Public Schools Board of Education. It is Monday, January 28th. Please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ms. Schottky, can you please take the roll?
Of course. Dr. Baker.
Here.
Dr. Flores.
Present.
Ms. Grant is excused. Ms. Lewis.
Here.
Reverend Matias is excused. Mr. Ross.
Here.
Ms. Schottky here. Ms. Slade.
Here.
And President Falk.
Present. Do I have a motion for approval of the agenda?
So moved.
Support?
Support.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Next on the agenda, this is our organizational meeting, and we will be electing our officers for the upcoming year. To do so, we need to nominate a temporary chairperson. Do I have a nomination for a temporary chairperson?
I will nominate, can I nominate the current president as a temporary chairperson? Well, that's my nomination.
Motion by Mr. Ross. Do I have support for that? Ms.
Support.
Lewis? Please take the vote.
Dr. Baker.
Yes.
Dr. Falk.
Yes.
Dr. Flores.
Yes.
Ms. Grant is excused. Ms. Lewis.
Yes.
Reverend Matias excused. Mr. Ross.
Yes.
Ms. Schottky, yes. Ms. Slade.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Do I have a motion to appoint a temporary, oh, no, I can do that. I'm the temporary chairperson, and I am appointing Ms. Schottky as the temporary secretary.
Thank you.
I am now going to call for nomination for President of the Board of Education. Do I have a nomination for President of the Board of Education?
Yes.
I nominate Wendy Falk.
Do I have support?
Support.
Do we have any other nominations?
I don't have any other nominations, but I would like to make a statement in regards to this. So I can support this nomination. I think that Dr. Falk has done a great job as president. I'd like the board to consider sometime this year a consideration of limiting the number of times that, the number of years that a board member can serve as president. I think that, this will be the fourth of 6 years that Dr. Falk has been president, and I think that to some extent, her ability to do the job well even exacerbates the problems of a board member, especially a board that's that I see as a shared leadership role in the city. All of us are elected equally. None of us are elected to be president by the public, and I'd like to consider us later in the year to discuss the policy around how many times a board member can serve as board president. But with that, I don't want in any way to suggest that Dr. Falk has not been an excellent president.
May I ask a question? Is there any limit? And I should know this, I'm sure, because I read all the stuff, but is there any limit now?
There's currently
There's
no limit as to the number of times. Yes.
So, no more nominations. Do I have a motion to close nominations? Support for that?
Support.
There is nobody else nominated, so thank you very much. I will be serving as chair for the next year. Next,
We don't
we need to call the roll.
no,
we have to
there's
vote.
one nomination, we don't. There's no other nominations.
Got it.
If more than one nomination, roll call for vote, candidate of choice, so.
Nomination for vice president.
Yep.
You're good there. Flip on over.
Temporary
Here we go.
secretary cast unanimous ballot. Thank you. All right. Vice President. Do I have a nomination for Vice President?
Yes, I'd like to nominate Raynard Ross to be the vice president.
Do I have support for that nomination? Do I have any other nominations? Is there a motion to close nominations?
So moved.
Support for that?
Support.
The motion by Ms. Slade, supported by Mr. Ross, that the secretary cast a unanimous ballot for Mr. Ross as vice president. Next, we have the secretary. Do I have a nomination for board secretary?
I'd like to nominate Ms. Christian Grant for board secretary.
Have support for that?
Support.
Are there any other nominations?
May I ask a question?
Sure.
Does Jen want to be nominated for this job?
No.
She's been secretary for a year. You think
I
that,
would love to serve in any capacity.
except secretary.
All right, I'm fine.
Thank you.
So I forgot where we at. Do I have a motion to close nominations? So moved. Support?
Support.
By unanimous ballot. Ms. Grant has been elected as secretary. Do we have a nomination for treasurer?
Yes, I would like to nominate Ms. Jen Schottky to be treasurer. She thinks that's a
Now you
move
get the
up.
game, don't you, Kathy?
So Jen has been on the finance committee for a year and has served well, and will do it, or for 2 years since her appointment, and then this last year after she was elected, and would serve capably in this role.
Do we have support for Dr. Baker's nomination?
Support.
Do we have any other nominations? Do we have a motion to close nominations for treasurer? Support for that?
Support.
By unanimous ballot, Ms. Shockey has been elected as treasurer of the board. Since in Ms. Grant's absent, I'm hoping you will
Of course, I would be
serve
honored.
as secretary for the rest of the meeting.
I would be honored.
Thank you very much. Did we do it right? Great. All right. We have no celebrations tonight, and we have one student rep. Glad to see you here this evening. Miss
Thank
Abney.
you.
What do you have for us tonight?
I just wanted to wish everyone a happy new year and to just say that I look forward to serving you guys this year too.
Great, thank you. We're looking
First day
forward
back, okay?
Yeah, it was busy, but yeah.
to- You busy? I can't imagine. Do we have public comment for board agenda items?
No, we do not.
Secretary's report.
All right, just 3 quick items this evening. Happy New Year, everyone, first and foremost. This is a reminder that next week, Monday, the Grand Rapids Public Schools will be closed for the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. That's Monday, January 15, 2018. Grand Rapids Public Schools presents the School Choice Expo and Winter Carnival on Thursday, January 18, from 4 to 6 p.m. at Innovation Central High School, which is located at 421 Fountain Street Northeast. This is a family-friendly event offering GRPS students and their families, as well as prospective families, the opportunity to learn about school choices while enjoying a fun winter celebration. Children's activities include face painting, balloon animals, bounce house, winter-themed games and activities, and prizes. Free dinner will be provided. Grand Rapids Public Schools offers the largest selection of school choices in all of West Michigan, including many theme schools and centers of innovation. And lastly, Kindergarten Here I Come. The district will be holding its annual Kindergarten Here I Come on Wednesday, January 24, from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the Grand Rapids Public Museum. That's located at 272 Pearl Street Northwest. This is a great opportunity for Grand Rapids Public Schools parents to meet and talk with representatives from your elementary school, get your questions answered about GRPS kindergarten, and learn more about curriculum, theme schools, English language learners, before and after school programs, health services, and transportation. Enjoy a night at the Grand Rapids Public Museum free of charge, including admission to the new planetarium. Children are, of course, welcome. If you have any questions, please contact the Early Childhood Education Office at 819-2111. Concludes my report.
Thank you. Committee chair update, we do not, Reverend Matias is not in attendance, so we will move on to the superintendent's report.
I'd ask John Himholt to come forward, please.
Good evening,
Good evening.
Good evening.
Superintendent Weatherall Neal, President Fall, members of the board. It is School Board Member Recognition Month, so I'm here to share with you our thanks and appreciation on behalf of our superintendent for your service to the school district, to the board, to our community, and have a resolution here that we'd like to read on behalf of our superintendent. So, whereas the governor of the state of Michigan has declared the observance of January 2018 as School Board Member Recognition Month, and whereas Grand Rapids Public School Board members represent a tremendous resource as local decision makers who consistently respond to the needs of their community, and whereas Grand Rapids School Board members represent the voice of this community in serving the interests of our school children and preparing them for the future, and whereas Grand Rapids School Board members continually strive for improvement and progress in education with an understanding of the need for commitment to change and growth, and whereas the men and women elected by the people as members of the Grand Rapids School Board deserve recognition for countless hours of public service to public education in our community. Therefore, be it resolved that I, Teresa Weatherall Neal, Superintendent of the Grand Rapids Public Schools, do hereby declare January 2018 as School Board Member Recognition Month in the Grand Rapids Public Schools. I commend the members of the Grand Rapids Public School Board for their dedicated service to the children of this community and urge all citizens to join me in demonstrating gratitude for these outstanding individuals. Be it further resolved that the student representative to the board also be recognized for their dedication and service to the board in providing input on a wide variety of student issues in the district. Be it further resolved that this resolution is recorded in the proceedings of the board and a copy be placed on file. Teresa Weatherall, Neal,
Awesome.
Superintendent.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. John.
So, next on the agenda is our only action item, which is to approve the regular board meeting schedule for 2018. So I have a motion for approval of that schedule.
So moved. Support.
Any deliberations? Take the vote.
Dr. Baker.
Yes.
Dr. Flores.
Yes.
Ms. Grant is excused. Ms. Lewis.
Yes.
Reverend Matias is excused. Mr. Ross.
Yes.
Ms. Shotke, yes. Ms. Slade.
Yes.
And President Faub.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Do I have a motion for approval of our consent agenda grouping?
So moved.
Support?
Support.
Dr. Baker.
Yes.
Dr. Flores.
Yes.
Ms. Grant is excused. Ms. Lewis.
Yes.
Reverend Matias excused. Mr. Ross.
Yes.
Ms. Shotke, yes. Ms. Slade.
Yes.
And President Faub.
Yes.
Motion carries.
We have a couple items for discussion. The first is regarding committee appointments and meeting schedules, so please let me know what committee you would like to serve on. I'll work with Julie to remind everybody what committees there are, and back to you. And then I'll work with the committee chairs to set the schedule for the year. There's probably committees meeting this month? They should probably meet as scheduled.
Finances.
We did at the last, at the December board meeting, we suggested that all committees remain in place through the month of January, and
Okay.
changes would be made after January.
That sounds good. Mr. Reverend Matias isn't here, but if on academic achievement, are you meeting yet this month, or?
As far as I know.
Yeah, so we'll do that as well with academic achievement.
And then the new treasurer was also on the committee, and I'll stay on the committee, of course, this month regardless, so.
Perfect.
So we
Great.
should keep nothing, we should change nothing until February.
Okay,
Sounds good.
sounds good. And we've had a reschedule of the public hearing regarding the Promise Zone application grant. That is on January 16 at 5:30 in the board chambers. Just want to bring everybody's awareness to that. Ensure that we're present.
Glad that it finally occurred at a time, all the other previous dates that got canceled I couldn't make, so, and I didn't even tell anybody, so.
Great. Do we have public comment for non-agenda items?
I see none? No?
Superintendent's comments.
No comment, Dr. Fall.
Mr. Ross.
No comment.
Dr. Flores.
Happy New Year. That's it.
Ms. Lewis.
Happy New Year.
Ms. Slade.
Sure, Happy New Year.
Dr. Baker.
Are you gonna say anything about Mr. K? Okay. Yeah, Happy New Year.
Well, Happy New Year, I have to say, too. And congratulations, of course, to the officers this evening. Looking forward to serving alongside you.
And welcome back to all the students and hardworking staff and teachers. Meeting adjourned.